Hi, I'm Steve Shelburne, owner and operator of Shelburne RV here in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee. Good morning, welcome back to beautiful rainy Cleveland, Tennessee. And as you can see, I've got on some rain gear because the gutters on my building were all plugged up, as you can see right there. And there was actually water overrunning into the shop. This is what I deal with, maintenance man Steve. So, got all that straightened out. You can see my nice chicken boots I got on. Because I've been up there in the rain while it's raining, trying to get this done. Flooding my building. So that's how my Monday started out. So they've got, they're continuing on the roof on the Outlaw. We do have 3 basement airs that are coming in today. So we'll be working on those. And then I got to get back on this project. Get that welded up and finished. So, but yeah, it's supposed to be a bunch of rain this week. So we'll see if I can stay dry. We'll see how it goes. It's not working out so well right now, but we'll see how it goes. All right, next project here in the shop is this Winnebago Adventure, and this one has a 6536 in it. And Mr. Lewis found out that it had a bad outdoor fan motor, or just capacitor. Capacitor on the outdoor fan motor was bad, and so he pulled it out, put a bearing and a capacitor on it, and then the customer wanted a tune-up, so we went ahead and updated all the capacitors in there. So everything seems to be working good. I mean, 6.68 on compressor 1, 6.70 on compressor 2, and then, yeah, 26 degree differential on that one. So, and you can see how much water is coming out of it. So this one's finished up and getting ready to be reinstalled. Now, this 6538 that you saw us work on last week that had the pipe maze in it. Mr. Lewis has got a compressor ready for it, and I've got the new reversing valve built and ready to go in there. So we'll be working on this one next. So Mr. Lewis has got the air conditioner back in this basement air back in this Adventure, and they've got the updated micro air thermostat. So in heat pump mode at the moment. So, and it's climbing. So here in a minute, we'll know even more. All right, and there's our 20 degree temperature on that in heat pump mode. So we're gonna kick it over in air conditioner mode and retest. All right, so 22 degrees difference on the air conditioner. So that one is done and ready to go. Project here in the shop this morning is a river ranch. And look what we just pulled out of in there. The birds have been making a pretty good nest in there. But yeah, they're getting this one ready to pull out to do the duct work. Now, something that's kind of interesting, I hadn't seen River Ranch do that before. Normally the power has a plug right there, and then there's a hose reel that you guys pull your cord out, and it wraps up right there. But this one here's got it on the back, which is kind of interesting. I hadn't seen that before. So they've got the duct work in there. You've seen us do this multiple times, but we're gonna be getting this a good cleaning today. Lots of bird stuff in there, and then pull this out and get it done the right way. A little bit of John Mansfield home insulation in there. That's another first. We haven't seen that before because we always wrap that with the black insulation that you see. But yeah, this one's that's kind of interesting. We're gonna show you more as we do it. Mr. Lewis has got this one opened up, and unfortunately, we found a problem. Now, he's gone in here and looking at that, but if you see, yeah, see that spot right there? That has actually leaked all the Freon out. And you can kind of see it sprayed everywhere. And this was kind of the issue we had with a lot of Marv Air units, was their quality. I mean, that was touching. And we always like to pull these apart. We always had a lot of issues here. Lewis and I always look at these real good, but that one had a problem, and so this unit's going to need to be replaced. Keep in mind, that unit, that's a 2021 model. That unit only has a 2-year warranty. Now, the only saving grace for this customer is that there was another RV dealership back in 2021 that had done a case on that and never turned the case in. they never got paid for it. So Coleman had a case, but they never got paid. And so, which obviously tells us the unit never got swapped out and changed out. So who knows what happened there. But because of that, I have a little bit of ground to stand on with the manufacturer. So because we know we had some issues there, and because there was a case done at some point in there, they're actually going to make that good. So again, this is the reason why I deal with Coleman, guys. I mean, they make a great product. Now, that one obviously wasn't made by Coleman, but all the new ones are. But again, they're willing to work with people, and especially that one's, it's been out of warranty. But again, you know, we're able to make a phone call, and we're able to help these folks. So Mr. Lewis has got a brand new one actually sitting right there. We're going to pull it out, put a outdoor bearing on it because we know we had some issues there, and just test it while it's in the shop, and then it's going to go back in. So hopefully get them fixed up here. Okay, so you can see that they have the pan already mounted in here, holes cut out, and then there was a bunch of foam on there. They've gone in there, going to do a little bit more cleaning on that, and then they'll wrap all that with the insulation that they have. But you can see they've got everything pretty well cleaned out and ready. So just checking the basement air now, and then they'll be ready to install. Now that I got the arm all welded up, it's got plates on the bottom, plates all the way around, and you can see it's all welded in there. So yeah, just get it cleaned up, and then we'll send it off and have it blasted and painted. All right, so the river ranch is running. Let's see what we got here. 78 is what it's showing on the thing. Lewis is showing 71, but he's got 52 coming out of that vent right there. So that rascal is plenty cold. This is the problem with some of these sinks that we work on, and this is what has to happen sometimes to get that stuff in there. See how tight that is. So the next project here in the shop is this 2004 Winnebago Journey. Came in with a basement area issue, and Lewis has troubleshot it and found out that it does have a compressor problem. Now, I want you to look at this coach. This coach only got about 15,000 miles on it, but look at the paint. This thing's been garage kept. I mean, this coach is beautiful, guys. I mean, that logo's, you know, got some issues, but how many Winnebagos have you guys seen come through my shop that had the paint was just kind of, it is what it is, right? This one's been garage kept. This is a nice looking unit. I mean, it's very, very clean. So yeah, it's just it just shows you the quality that Winnebago had back in the day when they were building these. I mean, it's just a great product. So this basement air, obviously bad compressor. So we have a new unit we're going to be putting in here. But yeah, his old unit, which is we actually just set it over here, has got a bad compressor. So anyways, we're going to be swapping this out with a new, and then we're getting him down the road. All right, so Mr. Lewis has got them all fixed up. Safe travels to you. They did a brand new unit because they had an older unit, and I'm telling you, that's one of the nicer Winnebagos I've seen. I mean, low mileage, been kept inside. The paint's beautiful on it. So yeah, he wanted to go back with a brand new unit, and so yeah, it's a nice one. So yeah, safe travels. Thanks for stopping. Project here in the shop is this Columbus fifth wheel. Now the customer had stated that they were having slide room problems. Let's see what's going on here. Huh. The bed moves, but the slide don't. Well, that's kind of curious. So the customer had stated when they run the slide out, they have to physically push the slide back in. But you can see something's not attached here anymore. So, gonna have to dive into that and see what's going on. We're just gonna go ahead and run it all the way out. You can see the slide and the bed are moving. That's not scary at all. Okay, all the way out. Yep, you can see there. So, appears there's something laying right there. Yep. Looks like there's some bolts that were missing right there and some other stuff. So, yeah, we're going to move this mattress and tear into this and see what's going on. Let's go in here and check out what's going on with the Cumberland County book bus here. They've been working. You can see they've got the LVP down now. Now you can see they got the lights up, and they went in here and mounted these nice switches right here. Yeah. So now they're just working on doing some sealing around the edges to get all that sealed in. But also, this thing originally had this heater back here, and so they've gone in here and built some nice ductwork over this to help move this heat through here differently. And we're going to be building some cabinetry and some other stuff around here. But back here you can see they've got some nice trim. We've been in here painting also, doing some paint work. But yeah, this floor has turned out very nice in this. And then when they did the box awning, they obviously mounted a switch there. So you can see how nice that turned out. So now if the kids want to work outside, and these box awnings actually come with the little legs that are folded up inside there. So if they want to bring it down to the ground and put stakes in it on, give it a little support. But yeah, look at that. Isn't that nice? Project on this Columbus was this Norcold 2118, and when we have it in auto mode, we're not getting any heating elements. So I put it on electric only, and we've got 120 there, 120 there, which is from our 120 on a fuse. And in 120 mode right now, we should have 120 across each one of those posts, and we do not. So there's obviously a problem going on with this board. So I'm going to get one and we're going to test. So yeah, Mr. Lewis has been pretty busy back here in the basement air department the last couple of weeks. And look at here, these are all waiting to be worked on. There's 4 of them stacked up right there. And then this is the one that came in yesterday that had line broke in it with a bad compressor. That is one with a bad compressor. And that's another one with a bad compressor. That's 6537, that's a 6538, and that's a 46515. So as you can see, he's busy. Working away here on this roof. So next project here in the shop is this slide that's got a BAL motor. Now remember, a lot of the BALs are up here. This is the new version that actually has the motor in the wall. And so the motor's actually stripped out on this one. And so, see the motor's right there. But the motor's stripped out, the gearbox is stripped out, so he's gonna be pulling that out now to try to get a new, get a part number for the new motor. All right, so they've got the new decking that was damaged up here. So now we just got to start getting the metal reattached and then start working on getting some material on this thing. Fuel was in here because the tank had a leak in it, and it was still under Suburban factory warranty. So they got us a new warranty board out of here. They just got done running it, bringing it up to temp, making sure everything was working on it. So it is ready to ship out to the customer. So Mr. Thomas is in here working on this BAL sliding motor. Another issue we were having with this Road Warrior was this is a Norcold 2118, and there's a problem with this control board right here. When we put it in 120 mode, there's power going through here, but the board is not turning on the heating elements. So we've actually determined that that's a bad board. So I've got a board ordered, and we're going to be putting that on here and checking that here in a few minutes because it's just not working in its function. Well, the boys have been working along on this Cumberland County school bus. I'm going to take you in here. You saw us operate the awning and the lights the other day. but he's been working more on this the last couple days. So I want to kind of show you what's going on here. Let's go in here and take a look at this real quick. All right, so we were in here the other day when he was doing the sealing around the side. And then we built this cabinet right here over the wheel well. Now, keep in mind, this has got some 120 in it, and converter for the battery. And then originally, this had a heater right here for the back of the bus. Now, that heater runs off, of course, the engine heat, and they didn't want to get rid of this. And we're going to be building some cabinets and some other stuff here. But, so we built this nice register to go on this. Cold air gets pulled in there. Of course, warm air comes out the vents. And if they want to run the engine, then obviously that gives a little bit of engine heat in the wintertime. But, yeah, so they're kind of at the point now where we're going to let the customer come out and take a look at it and see how they like it. And then we're going to talk about building the bookcases across here for all the books that's going in there. But as you can see, they've been plugging right along with this. Well, Mr. Lewis got finished up a little bit early today. He's got that one he's repairing. That's a 6538 that we worked on for a feller, and then that's a 6537 that I took in on trade. So that's all done and ready. So he had all of his work finished up, so he took off and went to the house a little bit early. But there's the parts off the excavator. So got them in here, getting ready to put some paint on those. So yeah, it's been a busy week down here in the AC shop. He got 4 done this week. So, and he's got another 3 for next week. So there you go. So we're gonna head back up the shop. I got the new Norcold board in for the 2118. So they can start testing on that. So we're gonna go up there and get that done. Little Roadrunner came in, and there was actually a light mounted right here, and the lady had stated that the light didn't work. Well, when the boys got to investigating, it was never hooked up. Somebody obviously hit that, so they just put a light over it to cover up the hole. All right, well, that's gonna finish us up here this week. Thanks to everybody who watched, and appreciate you being back again this week. So yeah, we had quite a bit going on, and I mean, there were some videos I didn't even grab because I've had a bunch of phone calls and a bunch of stuff going on there. But look at that guy right there. He got in a new product. What did you get in?
Oh yeah.
That's a new product here at Shelburne RV.
Drain lock.
The Drain Lock by Camco. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. So you don't have to screw it into the thing. You just got a handle on it. Yeah, interesting. Well, he only got in 2 because they're on back order. So if you want one, you're gonna have to hurry because they're gonna go fast.
Oh yeah.
How was traffic this week?
Pretty good.
Was it pretty good?
Yeah.
So the phone calls were good. So
oh, yeah.
Glad to got to talk to a bunch of you guys. So there you go. So hey, please hit that like and subscribe button. And again, thanks for watching. And Gary will tell you this video is what?
Guys and Gary approved.
You guys have a great weekend. Take care.